Everyone, thanks for joining us, and I'm going to jump right into our program this evening. And you're looking at the Rogers Explorers program jumping at Morehead State University, where Andrew has been since this past weekend. And it has been a wonderful time for which we will hear the culmination of as we pick him up at the graduation ceremony at 3:45 today. So we came into this newsroom earlier. Well, I did. No one else here but me. Put this program together, and we will be bringing you coverage of last night's Sagersville City Council meeting in just a few moments. But the reason for my taping this program earlier and a little bit off the standard format is indeed that we're going to be picking up Andrew this evening. He is one of 30 upcoming freshmen from 20 counties who were selected, top applicants in their class, for a fun, challenging 3-day event, projects led by professors and others to open up the minds of these young people and grow interest in their educations, all sponsored and hosted and put together by the Center for Rural Development, Rogers Explorers. It's a baby, if you will, of Hal Rogers. And it's an intense 3-day program aimed at developing skills in leadership and technology and community service and entrepreneurship. Here you see the class video conferencing with NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center this weekend. So that's my reason once again for getting in and getting out early, but we are going to have a complete show, and we're going to turn it over to the Sagersville City Council meeting in just a few moments. So please stay with us. I'll be right back, and at the same time, let me say this. Even though I had to get out of here super early today, I have got cameras at 4 different stories this evening, which we will pick up on tomorrow night's program. So just like any and every other night, something that you just won't see anywhere else here on Your News Today. I'll be right back. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your attention, fellas, if you're looking to pick up something extra nice for your lady, or ladies, if you're looking for an extra sweet deal, Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop is having a women's sales event Wednesday through Saturday. That's this week, starting tomorrow, Wednesday through Saturday. Come and see all the wonderful new styles and colors from Mud Pie, Charlie Page, versatile designs, shoes, bags, hats, scarves, dresses, tops, and more, and all the jewelry and all the new items and styles of home decor. Come by and check out this 2014 Jeep Compass 4x4, and come by and check out this luxurious, roomy, limited 2011 Town & Country. And this row of 2015 and 2016 Nissans and Fords and more, all like new, with low miles starting at $99.95. Check them all out at Broadway Auto Sales in Paintsville. Get your $10 tickets now for the 14th annual and perhaps biggest community day yet, featuring the incredible Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, and other headliners like the Dave Adkins Band, the Edgar Loudermilk Band with Jeff Autry, Toddy Preston and the Black Powder Express, and many, many, many more. And all the food, fun, games, and fabulous prizes that you can stand, all for just $10, and kids 12 and under, they get in for free. Community Day in the Ramey Park in Sagersville is Saturday, August the 19th. Wanting you to have a healthier life means providing access to quality, affordable health care. And to do exactly that, Hope Family Medical Center offers full dental care with Dr. Pratt and his team, a pediatrician team of 3 doctors and nurses and moms, complete health care by family physician Dr. Kelly Pratt and nurse practitioners Mildred Sizemore, Gail Faria, Shannon Conley, and Heather Blair. Behavioral health services with Kimberly Davis, with in-house lab testing and results, in-house x-ray and pharmacy, and all the caring, knowledge, and experience that these medical professionals represent
at Hope Family Medical Center.
A tire more than 25% low, about 8 pounds, makes you 3 times more likely, and worn out tires 11 times more likely to be in a tire-related crash. Don't take your or their safety for granted. Come in for a free inspection, 6 months, no interest financing, the best price and best selection at Conley Tire in Staffordsville.
July is here, and Appalachian Wireless is bringing the heat. We're giving up to $50 off any smartphone of your choosing this month. Samsung Galaxy S8, normally $149.99, now $99.99. Samsung GS7, normally $49.99, now only a penny. That's any smartphone up to $50 off its normal contract price, and it even includes the 128GB and 256GB models. Better hurry as supplies are limited. 2-year agreement required. Better service, bigger savings at Appalachian Wireless, an East Kentucky network company.
Parkway Pharmacy, now open earlier from 8 a.m. until 6 in the evening to better suit your schedule and lifestyle, and to help you get better and live a healthier life. And if allergies are bogging you down, they're armed with the very best in over-the-counter relief for adults and your children. Reach owner pharmacist Jesse Rudd and his assistant pharmacist Megan Castle and their staff at 8 o'clock in the mornings or at 349-4400. S. Logan makes the best truck bodies on the market, and they also have a fully stocked warehouse of dump body parts, PTOs, hydraulic pumps, hoists, anything you need to get back on the road. And they are a full-service steel and aluminum service center. They keep I-beam, channel, angle, pipe, round rod, rebar, expanded metal, sheet metal, and aluminum all in stock. And if you've got a big project, they do commercial manufacturing to your specs. Logan, since 1904. Now for coverage of last night's regular session of the Sagersville City Council. A lot of discussion on city finances, as well as the upcoming festivals here in Sagersville and McLaughlin County, as well as some discussion on the upcoming discussion of a needle exchange program possibly coming to Sagersville and McLaughlin County, welcoming an officer back to the force after a long hiatus after an auto accident, and much more. We'll pick it up with the discussion coming right after payment of the bills and approval of the minutes of the previous meetings.
Financial report, I give you the bank statement as of Friday, but since then we've collected, looks like about another $40,000 in funds, and I'll have that updated. Carlotta updated it today. We didn't get that it's not on this bank statement. We've got, let's see, on this it says about $69,000. We should now have about $100,000 in the bank. So
that's with that 60.
With that, with 60,000.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So it's
And it should keep on coming in. Yeah, it balances out.
Good.
That's just a report. I don't have to have an approval on that. Upcoming events, we got Community Day on August the 19th. We got Heritage Day on Labor Day weekend, which is our big event. Everything seems to be going along fine with that.
Are you going to have a street dance on Heritage Days again?
As far as I know, we'll have a street dance on Heritage Days.
Well, what, for parties or something, or can you leave something over or get some for
Well, that's a good idea. Well, most of them we send them down Speedway, but they don't like to have them down there. We could open City Hall up, but I don't want to open City Hall up.
Well, you reckon we could get a few?
We could get, well, for Heritage Days, we have some out there anyway.
Okay,
If we could just get them
During,
sitting one around, sure.
also during the street dance,
Sure.
why couldn't the traffic be diverted around the Justice Center and back out instead of going up the hill, bothering everybody on
We
Cold
can't
Range?
get, the fire trucks and stuff can't get through there anyway if they try to.
Well, if they have a fire, then they'll open
But,
the street up and run through.
They won't, he keeps that locked. We can't get through there. They lock that
Well,
up.
I mean, it would be a lot of less headache for a lot of people.
I've had some
They could
complaints.
block, I have too, they could block off, let 10 cars through at a time and divert 10 coming one way and then stop, let 10 go the other way instead of letting everybody go up the hill and try to pass each other on that hill.
We looked at diverted before, but I don't think we could do it till we caught. We looked at,
Well-
behind the Justice, because they've got a fence there. They don't have two ways in.
You take a risk of running over that gate there.
They got a gate there, and I don't think, we looked at it before, and we just couldn't, it wasn't feasible for us to
Can't
go
make the
there.
right turn on
Can't make the right turn.
Is there any other place where we could have it?
Well, they've had different places in the past, and never was as good. Everybody wanted it back in the street. That was the main thing. They've had it at the park, we've had it at the Sayersville Bank lot over here. Just didn't have the vendors said they just didn't make no money either, so they wouldn't come out for where we put it there.
Who patrolled the last time you had it over here? Which police officers did we have down there?
Matthew, Josh, I had all the police officers.
Did they have-
Jeremiah was on
They're
there.
all out.
Did they have any complaints about, from
The
people?
main complaint is because it's one, kind of a tight fit up there, and we had some people parked up there on top of
I
the
hear
hill.
that.
So what we can do is hopefully this year we'll cone it, make sure nobody's parking there, and if we have to, we'll run them one lane back and one
Make
lane
it
through.
smoother,
Make it so. But 3 dances before that, we had no problems. Everybody was fine with it. It's just that the people know that
Yeah.
that's the lane. And state, if you're not gonna come to street days, you ain't gonna be out. Now, this time we had the fireworks the same night.
Right.
For Heritage Days, we don't have nothing other than the street days. So it's a little different far as.
I ain't got a problem with it, I just had a few.
I know, and
people come to you
and I understand the complaints, but
Well, you're gonna get complaints.
we've only got so much to deal with, you know, and, you know, we could block them and run them through. That's a pretty good run from here all the way around and back down and stop them and come all the way back. But like I say, last year with the fireworks and all that, we had a lot of people coming and going with the fireworks too. So with Heritage Days, it don't seem to be that big a problem. So maybe with fireworks time next year, maybe we'll try to do something a little different with it then. We might shoot them on a different night, which I've heard some people say, you know, shoot them on a different night. But I like to have them all on the same night and get everybody's downtown anyway, so.
We're still on that there.
Yeah, but we'll work good, and I don't get some complaints.
Well,
especially some
I'll
people-
say this about the fireworks, they were nice, they were good.
Really good. Everybody should do it.
And everybody was satisfied with it, and it was a good,
Best place you ever shot them from, I think.
yes.
But
It
everybody,
is the best
everybody
place.
can sit there.
Well, I want to thank Chris Adams for the forestry department for taking the dozer up there and dozing the place off. And, thank, our guys for going up there and cutting weeds,
I wanna thank
brush and all that.
Darwood and Mike and
Durwood
them
and.
for allowing me to shoot them up there too.
Bub for letting us have that area to clear it off and for the fireworks. We appreciate that a whole lot, yeah. You know, they're good people to have on your side when it comes to stuff like that, so. But, yeah, it's got some bugs, but everything has bugs, and it's, but like we'll try to, since we got the complaints, this is the first year I've had really complaints about the traffic going back and forth, but we'll work on that and see if we can.
I think there's more traffic, like you said, too, because of the fireworks.
Yeah, that's-
That fireworks is gonna be,
I
and
never
it crowded the
It
town.
was, it
And
was.
kind of my fault, I forgot to help the police up there,
That made it more
get them out
congested
of
up
the
there,
park
get
too. We
them
forgot
down
to do
there.
that. We didn't have, the year before last, we had traffic control out there letting them in and out, so, and somehow that got, I had my grandson in, so I don't know, I forgot about everything, so. We was watching the
I don't
fireworks.
know who called you guys, but Jack Nance called me 10 or 20 times, said he couldn't.
Jack
get
Nance
hold of
does?
it. Yeah.
What's he calling you about? He don't even see
I
him.
got a call, I got a call.
Tell me again, I'll go back.
Yeah,
He couldn't get out of Cold Rain.
he don't never come out of Cold Spring.
He's
Till he
trying
come
to
see
get to the
you
garage.
and
He
you
couldn't
shut
get to the
down.
garage. He had to
You
run
shut
back.
down, buddy.
No, I was walking
We're gonna
forward.
have to have more surgery and get it shut down so we can have more,
Yeah.
these people won't complain as much, so.
That's true.
But we will take that into consideration. We'll try to take all the comments in, we'll look at it again, and Paul will look at it again with the, I don't think we just can't do it around the Justice Center. We wanted to do it when we first started, and we just couldn't do it, so. It's just the way it is. But the fireworks were good. I was tickled with it. Everything good. Everything went without a hitch. Want to thank the rescue squad, fire department, police department for all the work they done. They come out and they stay from daylight to dark on that day to make sure everything's safe and get everything running good. And I thought it went really well. So, and like I say, Community Day, the bank's gonna be doing that at the park. That's on the 18th, I think, of August, or no, 19th of August. So everybody come out and support Community Day and all that. So, going to the mayor's report, I had that Heritage Days and Community Days down and 4th of July down. Want to welcome Mike Nichols back to our police force. He'll be starting tonight. Mike, welcome back. Jeremiah is asked to go part-time,
Oh, my.
so he'll
I got
be,
me a good neighbor.
so that'll, yeah, he's gonna be a nice neighbor on that, yeah. We got him back in town, so that, so yeah, he's gonna be moving on back here on Broadway. Is that true, Mike? I reckon?
It was.
It was. Hopefully we'll get him back. But yeah, he'll be, he's moving back in town. But Jeremiah's asked to go part-time. He's working at Toyota during the week, so we're gonna put him on a part-time basis, so that just fills us back up and gives us full-time coverage again.
At least the city's got him back as a police officer.
Yeah, yeah.
So he starts tonight,
He's
works
starting
tonight?
tonight. He's working tonight. He's working right now, so don't get rowdy. He's
I'll
itching,
try
he's
to-
itching to take somebody to
I'll
jail.
try to get in
Did
early.
Matthew
tonight.
get you a pair of cuffs? Oh, you got a pair of
Hear me?
cuffs, so he can take you, so.
I'll try to get in early tonight, so you won't have no problems down there.
Good to have you back, Mike.
But, good to have Mike back. And everything's working out good. Tomorrow night at the fire department at 6:30, they're giving out the AEDs that, Brandy got donated. You wanna talk a little about that, Paul, or I know you're notifying all the fire departments.
Randy hired, I don't know what agencies with, made arrangements to get AEDs, that's automatic, external defibrillators for, all the volunteer departments in the county, and one for the community center. They're going to issue them to all of us tomorrow evening at 6:30 at the Sayreville Fire Department. The fire departments that got it was Middle Fork Fire Department, Sayersville Fire Department, Bloomington, North McGoffin Fire Department, and the Rescue Squad and the Community Center all got an AED.
And she'd already gone for the Lily Field.
Yeah, and she also got them for the school system. She's
Yeah, that's true. That is
she
all the schools.
all the schools has got an AED.
So we want to thank Brandy for her hard work, and I think we have to come up with $200 for the patches and the batteries, so, if you want to go ahead and, I went ahead and said we was gonna pay ours, so if y'all wanna roll, no problem, it's not a big deal, but they didn't want the community center too because of the senior citizens and all that over there, and we got, all the fire departments really need them. It's a great thing. We thank Brandy for that, for her hard work getting all that done. Tomorrow evening at the health department from 1:30 to 5:30 will be, the Narcan truck will be there. It's sponsored by the Department of Public Health, the Pharmacy Association in the McGoffin County Health Department. Anybody that comes there can take a 10-minute course and get 2 vials of Narcan, which is the medication they give on overdoses. Last year we got a grant through the health department that gave all the fire departments, I think, did it give all the fire departments and the police
Yeah,
and
I
sheriff?
give all fire departments, police department, rescue squad, all 2 doses apiece to carry on the
And
trucks.
they're all out.
Yeah.
We ran out of them, and they're $80 a piece.
Police department have that?
Yeah, we have, and I think we had to give ours to the ambulance service, or
Yeah, yeah.
we kind of donate around to see who needs them the most or who uses them the most. Anybody can come and get 2, so even if you don't want them, come and get 2 and give us to our police department, or our fire department, or rescue squad, whatever you want. It just takes 10 minutes.
So that's the public can come?
Everybody's open to the public, anybody. It don't matter who you are, if you want to, if you've got a family member that's on drugs, or you got somebody that you know close to you that you might think might need one, or you might have to use it on them, come and get 2. They're free. And like I say, they're $80 a piece if you have to go buy them. And it's a good service. And like I say, if you don't want them, come and donate them to us, because our emergency service will use them.
1:30 to 5:30?
1:30 to 5:30. Anybody that also will be doing free testing for HIV or hepatitis C. Anybody wants to be tested.
On that Narcan, there's a new heroin out that is laced with, I don't know what product's laced with, but latex gloves is no good. There's a police officer in Ashland that touched it, and they had to give him Narcan to bring him out of it. And some of it, they say you have to take like 5 doses of Narcan to even bring you out of this new stuff that got laced with that heroin.
They had
Fentanyl? Fentanyl.
So it's a good thing,
Yep.
and you know, I say, even if you don't want it, come in, anybody can do it, it's open to everybody can come out and get 2. And all you do is take that 10-minute course, real short, and then you go in and get it, so please come out and help us out, help us get our first responders stocked back up with this stuff, because it's hard, money's hard to come by, and it's an expensive thing for us, so.
And so far, they haven't found a contraindication of using it,
No,
other than giving somebody a headache.
yeah, they say whoever's OD is mad because when they come out of it, they don't have their high no more, it brings them down, they just, dirt.
What do you think about the needle exchange they're doing in other counties?
We'll be talking about that in a couple of months. It's a
Do you
good
think
thing.
you think it promotes drug use, or do you
No,
think it
sir, I
helps
do
drug
not.
use?
I think it promotes not spreading hepatitis C
Well,
and
that-
HIV.
What's to keep them from using the same needle when they get new needles?
That's, why would they come in and get new needles if they want to use the same one over and over? I'll bring before the council, because I'll be representing health board when we come before to ask you all permission, because we do have.
It's got a lot of pros and cons about it.
It's got
so-
pros and cons, but Louisville and Fayette County has implemented over the last 2 years.
But I always
2 years
thought,
ago.
give
But
somebody
now-
a new needle that promotes them to shoot more
Floyd
drugs.
County has it, Johnson County just got voted to have it, Lawrence County's going to vote it, Boyd, Ashland area's got it now. All you counties are going to. It's been proven that it's good. And the thing people don't realize is that when they come in and get those needles, they also get counseling. And I'll have statistics from Ashland Boyd where they show that how many people that have came in to exchange needles and got the counseling now are drug-free because they got that counseling and went back into either rehab
Well,
or
most
detox.
cases, they're gonna do it anyway,
They're going to do it anyway.
and they're gonna spread it.
And let me tell you what, if your child's out there and somebody gets stuck by a dirty needle, that's, you know, or if they're passing it around because they don't have it, it's a bad thing. But I'll have the statistics for you. Pros or cons, there's more pros than cons, in my opinion. Fiscal court will have to pass it, the city council will have to pass it, and then the health department will implement it. But Floyd County has implemented, Pike County's got it, Johnson County just now got their permission from the city council. I don't think the fiscal court's voted on it yet, have they read?
They met tonight.
They meet tonight. And so far, I haven't had one county that's not turned it, that's not accepted it. It's good. I'll tell you that. Yeah. We go to that county in Indiana that had over 100 HIV positive from using just a couple of dirty needles. That's enough to show you that, you know, if they did clean needles, you know, but other than that, we'll bring that up later on. I don't think it'll be in the next month or two.
Well, you know, like I said, it's got some
It's got pros and
ifs and
cons,
ands about
and
it.
it's good discussion, and, but in my opinion,
You know,
it's best.
If it can help, you know, I'm 100% for it, but if it's got some,
Yeah.
which other counties bigger counties might have a bigger epidemic on their hand, but
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere.
But it's
It's
coming.
not just,
It is coming to this.
yes, it's already here.
Because heroin is the main coming
It's
down,
here.
because what they've done is this legislature's cut all this opioid use, they've cut down the physicians where they can only give 3-day supply and all that. So
Tell
that's
me
what
about
they're
it.
going
I
to.
know all about that.
They're
Can't
going
get
to
it.
heroin, and they're going to the heroin, and that's cheap, and get a good high on it, and it's used by needles, everything's needles. They don't, so, it's a bad thing, but,
They had a pretty good little deal up here on the Parkway the other evening, I think, didn't they? With somebody on medication pretty bad or something.
well, it's an everyday thing here. I mean, it ain't just.
Bad situation.
I might hear about one situation too, but it's every day, our guys are arresting people and they've got needles on them.
You
We
know
find
what?
needles in
there's
people's yards.
no, there's just about no family that it hasn't touched.
Mhm.
Rich or poor, it don't matter. It don't single out nobody.
Don't,
But people that gets on that needle, it really needs more help than what you think. It's not a turn off a switch thing.
no, it's not.
It's
It's not overnight,
Not even on
it's
the
not
needle, it's not
overnight
a turn
thing
off
to
switch.
quit. I mean,
It's a.
when they get on that needle, it's not just like they can quit with a little,
It's a disease
Help.
just like cancer, it's a disease just like anything else.
it's a worse disease.
But it affects the brain and it's, once you get on it, or what I'm told, it's very difficult to get off. You'll always want it, so. But that'll be another day discussion. But, I will come and ask that, you do approve that. I'll give you plenty of information on it. And I think it's a good thing. I could tell Thurston, Johnson County, or Floyd County, we send everybody over there to her, she would like that. She's the health director over there. But, other than that, the AEDs, let's see, heard anything. That's about all I have tonight. Do you have any questions from the council, anything on anything?
Yeah, I got, did we send her a little payment to the Kentucky League of Cities for the hiking increase on the?
They didn't bill us yet.
Okay.
I talked to the attorney down there, and he said that's great, that's great news, but they're not doing anything right now until they get more information on it and what they're gonna do, and how many come. I didn't ask him how many had joined up to help him out, but he sounded real enthusiastic about getting us on board.
Any information on the Historical Society since we?
No, I didn't get
met
to talk to Connie.
Okay.
That's my mistake, I didn't get to.
No, no, we mentioned that.
Mhm.
And then, to the park,
Hmm?
took back over to the park, tennis courts,
Oh,
anything out there, anywhere
I haven't found nothing.
we can do that?
Shelters,
Hmm?
the shelters.
What about the
They need work
handicap?
on. Yeah.
Be working on it. When we get the money a little bit built up, we'll work on the shelter.
I thought you borrowed some money last
We did
meeting.
borrow, but we had bills to pay.
Can't we use some of that to?
I'm not gonna use any of that.
Can't you use
Baby
some of
bills.
that?
Nope, I'm not gonna use it.
Well,
I'm not.
I
gonna
just
use-
wanted to know, I asked.
You asked it and I told you, I'm not gonna use it for anything other
Okay,
than
be that way.
keeping the city running.
Just keep it for yourself.
And then we will keep, we will get to the shelters and all that, and it'll get done.
I'd like to see if there's any way that we could come up with some kind of a plan with the county to talk about the park a little bit, and see if there's anything that they could give us some input, we could give them some input and get together and see what we can do to make the park a little
They
better.
seem
and
to have
take care of what we
a
got.
better inside track on getting money for the park than we do. I know Ray's been talking to, and the county's been trying to get lighting for the Little League fields, that's the big one. And that's like $200,000 or $300,000, so I don't know if that's how that's gonna go.
He just said he's not gonna spend no money on it right now.
I'm not gonna spend $200,000 lighting, I ain't got it.
See right there?
I'm gonna
Hmm.
spend it on that.
We'd spend it on it if we had it.
If we had plenty of money. Look, it's easy being mayor, it's easy being city council, you got a lot of money, if you ain't got a lot of money, it ain't easy. You gotta pick and choose. Right now, we gotta keep the city clean, gotta keep it looking good, gotta keep our citizens protected, fire and police,
There you
and
go.
that's our main priorities. Then you go down to park, you go down to other things like that, and, you know, like I say, when we spend.
Police
almost
protection, fire protection comes first.
That's right, and when we spend over almost
Perfect.
$70,000 or $80,000 on the park and all that last year, you know, somebody needs to come up with a little bit more than that's just us. I'm not, you know, the county just comes up with their 10 and a little bit of this, that, and other, but we're filling the bill, we're mowing the grass, we're keeping it up.
Put in the league or anything where they can kind of sponsor light sport or something other.
They've looked at, I haven't talked to Ray in a little bit, they were looking into something about getting somebody trying to get a grant or
At
something.
least a partial donation or something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, but, I tell you what, people are about to donate it out, seems like, I mean, you know, if you're in the business
People ain't
around here,
got-
you know,
people
people
ain't got
come and
it
ask you all
donate.
the time for money, and it's, you know, we just look at the people we have signed up to want to do the street thing. You got Miss Teen, you got Rainbow Girls, Shriners, everybody needs money, wants money to do good things. And
I thought
help
we
them.
could just get maybe with other cities and see when you know, look at their parks and see how nice their parks is and see how they generate revenue for their parks and how they're keeping those
If you go to
parks.
Paintsville or
They've
Preston,
got a bigger tax, larger tax
you
base
go to
than we do.
Paintsville or Prestonsburg and look at their tax base for tourism.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when their restaurant tax is phenomenal. I mean, you know, you got Prestonsburg got a $4 or $5 million budget. And I don't know what Paintsville's budget is, but.
Yeah, and I think they're about 1.5%, 2%.
And they've got a higher percentage rate than we do too, but we do the best we can what we got. The park looks good. I mean, it's.
Oh, it looks good. I'm
improved.
just saying the
Yeah.
upkeep of it, just to keep it up and to keep it from going.
Well, I wanna get the handicap ramps in. We've already got that looked at and I got a guy that'll do it and then and I like to board them things up so the birds can't poop on the tables all the time.
Yeah, put a ceiling in them, it'd be nice.
And I talked to the bank, they said they might help us with that, putting them up. You just have to put some plywood
Could you
up.
get kind of that fine mesh and put
So I was
that,
thinking about doing just the mesh wire, shouldn't be too
keep the birds
expensive.
out of it, yeah.
No,
You don't have to board it completely up.
Yeah.
put white metal in there and screw it to the bottom of the truss and put lights on it. Well, make them look right now.
All right, Tom, I won't take that.
You put a white, you know, buy the metal already painted, you don't have to paint nothing, the metal's painted white. Fit to fit, put it right in there for a ceiling.
Well, they do that with plastic, do that soffit.
Well, metal will go a long way and last longer.
That.
Not worry about somebody sitting on fire, do you?
We didn't fix all the picnic tables over there. We got them all fixed now. We're gonna paint them, so, or, paint them for the community day. That was about it. Yeah, we got that, so.
That's all I've got.
Anybody else got any questions? Anybody in the audience have any questions?
How'd you get David Gardner here? That's what I want
I just want money.
I got a question.
No,
That money you borrowed, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna keep it right there in the bank. I've got 69,000 or 60,000 of it right in the bank right now. And quick as I find out that we don't need it, it's going right back to the bank.
Well, just curious what you need it for.
Well, we were down to $22,000 at the end of the fiscal year. We had a $10,000 retirement payment due, and if you're late on it, you get a fine of $1,000. We were supposed to, we got a $4,200 lease payment due. We had a $3,000 insurance payment due, but they haven't billed us that yet. We had payroll to make. We had
Workers' comp.
Workman's comp, we had Kimi, which was $5,000, which is double what it usually is because it's the start of the first year. So I can name you about $45,000 to $50,000 of bills we had due.
That was coming due, that you was afraid we were gonna write checks that we couldn't
And I
cash.
didn't wanna write checks we couldn't cash, and I didn't wanna be behind with all of our vendors, so I asked you all to borrow the money, you all agreed, and once we get the 60,000, our tax base comes back in too in September, I told we'll pay them back.
And that was 30 days ago, and right now it's keeping his head above
We've
water
still got
without
the
that money.
$60,000 right there in the bank. It's not
That's
been used.
security.
Yeah. Because this is the month where we collect right now, Friday we collected $17,000 in employee tax, and all that, the different taxes that we collect during this every quarter. And, the only one's a little slow coming in is our tourism tax, which that's when we pay, Park, Renaissance, and, we got $8,000 firecracker bill for the fireworks. So that's gonna be due, that's due right now, due at the end of the month, so we'll pay it out of tourism when it comes due.
We got a new dollar store back in town.
Got a new dollar store back in town on the Parkway. But, if you run a business, if you ain't got money to pay your bills, you have to go borrow money a lot of times, but then you gotta pay it back. Hopefully you don't go under, but we're not gonna go under, we're doing good, we'll do fine. Tighten up the belt a little bit. Put off them shelters just a little bit, Tommy, before you, sorry. We'll get to them, Tom.
Here's another rare find at Gateway Motors. This Subaru Tribeca all-wheel drive loaded with third-row seating and more, and great deals and low payments, most under $200 on units like this 07 Santa Fe all-wheel drive, this 2012 F-150. How about this 08 Yukon all-wheel drive, 90,000 miles, a one-owner, and everything else on the lot at Gateway Motors in Sagersville. 349 cars. Whatever you need to work, to play, or both, they've got it for pennies on the dollar at Parkway Gun and Pawn, and they'll loan you cash today on anything worth $1. And you can always find tools, musical instruments, jewelry. They buy gold and silver, new and used handguns, long guns, and ammunition at Parkway Gun and Pawn. Much more than diesel specialist, Black Smoke Performance is turning out excellent auto body collision paint and repair results with free quotes and estimates on everything from insurance jobs to that ding you got in the driveway. Custom lift kits, bed liners, winches, and accessories, and full diagnostics and repair on anything gas or diesel, from brakes to fluid changes to major auto repair. If you want it fixed, lifted, painted, customized, or just maintained, just call on the team at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville, 100 May Drive, or 349-8785.
Hi, I'm Attorney Jeff Lovely. At my law office, we're determined to offer you and your family outstanding, cost-effective, and responsive legal services. I can help you if you've been injured in a car wreck. I'll be in your corner if you have a DUI or other criminal charges. To file bankruptcy and stop those harassing phone calls, or I'll fight for you and your children in divorce and custody cases. For all your legal services, contact me when it matters. In Syersville at 349-4522 and West Liberty at 743-1965.
I'm Attorney Don McFarland. We all know that times are hard. Jobs are scarce. Most people that I know are struggling to support their families and make it through each day. Now imagine that you get seriously hurt while working on the job, and the insurance company for your employer refuses to pay wages and benefits while you are injured and cannot afford to pay medical expenses, household bills, and put food on the table to support your family. I can help. If you are being wrongfully denied workers' compensation benefits that you rightfully deserve, then give me a call and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
Just a couple of things before we close out for this Tuesday. And first of all, from the Sagersville Funeral Home, arrangements being made in honor of 67-year-old Arnold Francis of Coon Creek, who passed away this week, survived by his wife, Verlie, and son, Arnold. Funeral services are going to be held this Thursday at 1 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. The family will welcome friends for visitation on Wednesday at 6 o'clock and then up until services once again Thursday at 1 in his honor. And lastly, not many changes, very few to be made to your Licking Valley RECC outlook, where the heat's going to continue to rise. 70 tonight, mostly clear, calm winds, getting closer to that 90-degree mark, and we may even make it tomorrow on your Wednesday. 89, mostly sunny, dry and hot and humid on your Thursday. That's when we'll officially, I think, see, if we don't tomorrow, the 90s arrive. 90 and 71 for your high and low Thursday, mostly sunny skies. Heat indices into the mid and upper 90s from there on. As we'll see real temperatures above the 90-degree mark or at it Friday and Saturday, and heat indices once again 95, 98 or so throughout the rest of your work week and first of your weekend. Only a slight chance of some showers. Looking later on down the line next week, we've got a pretty good cold front coming that will knock temperatures back down and give us a better chance of some showers. But for now, high, hot, and dry. That's going to wrap it up for this evening. Cameras right now, literally as you're watching the show, at 3 different locations. And we'll be bringing you those reports starting tomorrow when I see you then. Good night, and thanks for watching.